What was it? What is it? Bob Ross said, "No mistakes, just happy accidents." I'm hoping this is one of those happy accidents right here, and I might even leave this and then kind of touch him back. Welcome back to the workbench where we try to make things, and what I'm continuing to try to make is Revell's 1971 Olds 442, and we finished up with, or with last episode, we finished up with the engine and transmission, at least what we can do of the engine and transmission. So you see there's a lot of parts missing here. I need to get these parts ordered up. They're going to be, I guess you would say, aftermarket parts or parts that didn't come with the kit. We want to kind of change those up because what we're doing here is trying to build kind of like a faux 442. A 71 Cutlass that's been updated. In fact, I think we're calling it the faux 42. I think is what I saw a comment for. Let's just call it a faux 42. We're missing one. We're gonna be missing one of the fours because you see there's a there's a standard transmission here, not a 4-speed. Or I'm sorry, an automatic transmission here, not a 4-speed. So we'll just call it the 442 or the faux 42. It's even kind of hard to say. But anyways, this we're going to have to actually set aside because, well, we can't do any more with it. So I thought we would move on to the interior, which I have, which we are going to do white. I had a pretty good comment saying, yeah, if this was a Cutlass, and it's true, like a Cutlass that some little old lady bought or something, it would have a white interior. They'd go for that white interior. And that's what we would now have is that, that we all bought the old car off the little old lady. I know my second Skylark I had was bought off of a little old lady who drove it to church and back. That's the story you always get. But anyways, and it would have a white interior. And then of course we would turn it into what we wanted to, make it into like a 442 or whatever. And so I started painting the white interior, and I did my due diligence. Usually when I paint things, I like to clean them. I'll clean them with like dish soap, and then I give them a real good rinse. And then I even rinse them with, I have an OR system, an RODI system that I actually use for fish tanks, and I'll rinse it with that so I know there's nothing left behind. So I did all that, and I put it in front of a fan to let it dry. I let it dry forever. And then I went to spray the white, and two things happened. One, we had, and you probably can't even see it, but my can, I'm using some U-Pole paint. It just splattered horribly. I always test before, I spray before, and for whatever one, it sprayed beautiful, and then I went and it just splattered everywhere. So I'm gonna have to sand that down a little bit. It's not a big deal. It's actually not bad. Like I said, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's gonna bug me. So I will sand that out and of course respray it. But something else that happened is I didn't get the parts completely dry. And if we look, where's the best spot to look? Here. So I'm pretty sure you guys can see this. So where there was a water droplet, obviously the paint, spread. And I thought, man, God darn it, I'm gonna have to fix that and spray it. And I might have to fix these spots. I don't know. But when I started looking at it a little more, it really is, with the water drying out, it's starting to look like a damaged spot in the vinyl. And that got me, because I really wanted to take the driver's seat, which, by the way, I got to do some cleanup on. We can really see the seams, so I think I'm gonna have to clean those up. But I wanted the driver's seat. I would love for the driver's seat to be worn out. So every car I ever owned, even when so the Skylark that I keep referencing, the Buick, I even went down to the parts, the junkyard, and I got bucket seats out of a 300Z. So a little Nissan, and that's what I put in my Skylark. Yes, I had a Skylark with bucket seats out. So the Skylark came with a bench seat, and I put bucket seats out of a 300Z. And even they were worn out. Right where you slide in, you open the door and you slide in, and you get just that worn out spot in the vinyl. I would also like to add, I did build my own brackets to mount them, and wired them up. They were electric. I was so proud of them. They literally had like a little 300Z logo on them, which, it worked for a Buick Skylark, I guess. I don't know. I was 18, 19, whatever I was. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. Anyways, but yeah, I wanted to have them worn out, and that, I didn't even think about it, but that little water drop there that was a goof up, man, that really looks like a worn spot where the vinyl has, pulled. So my thought was, if I go in and paint like a tan color in here, and then try to get a water droplet on there, and then spray over it, and let the water dry so that it pulls that new white paint back, and then reveals the kind of tan or the foam inner covering. I'm hoping maybe that'll work. I might test this. I think I'm going to test this before we do it on the seat itself. Or I guess it really doesn't matter because it can always be sanded off. But I'm hoping that I can build like a little worn out spot in the seat corner of the seat. So I'm thinking this, what is it Bob Ross said? No mistakes, just happy accidents. I'm hoping this is one of those happy accidents right here. And I might even leave this and then kind of touch in back there with some dirtiness, like there's some vinyl damage there. We could probably do the same. I mean, I don't want to overdo it, so maybe I'll just do it there. I really just wanted to do the driver's seat where you slide in. I think that'll probably do the job. And then I also wanted to mention, I went ahead and painted the black part, so the dash and the console are painted. Still a little sticky, and they look good. So I think they're going to be fine. I'll just have to do all the detail work. I am going to use the wood grain inlay decals that'll go in here. This all has wood grain. I think that looks nice, and then do the silver, the silver stuff around. And then we were talking about adding some speakers down here in the door. So I might look into what that would take to maybe try to, put like just a round speaker, like a 6.5 or a 5.25 or whatever down here in the doors. And I'm definitely going to be putting 6x9s back here in the package tray. Once I clean it up and repaint, this package tray is going to be black. In fact, all this is going to be black. And I was painting the seat white first, where I could just tape off the seat and then paint the black. I'm also going to do, I guess apparently on the W30s, or I don't know if it was a 442, or I think maybe it was a double W30 thing, these inner fenders are supposed to be red. That's what the paint list calls for. And I think that was a W30 thing. I'm not going to do that. They're going to be black. Because I know, at least I did, anything firewall, fender wells, anything, you would just clean it up by painting it black. And so they're going to definitely be black. And I did want to mention, I think, and I'll get your input down in the comments section. I think we're going to do the body color blue. I forget what the actual name of the color was, Columbia blue or something like that. The blue that was available for the Cutlass, but not available for a 442. So I think that'll be, I thought about white also. Maybe, let me know, blue or white. What do y'all think down in the comments? I was thinking blue, and then that also matches the motor. But white, but then if we do white, the decal, we might not be able to do white, because I think the only decals I have, the 442 decals, are white. So that wouldn't work. So I think we'll do blue. I think we're going to do the blue, whatever I'll have to go back and look and see what the actual name of the blue was. It had a special name, which I'll try to match, whatever. I don't know if I can get that color exactly, but I'll definitely try to match whatever that Cutlass, the blue for the Cutlass was. And that's what we'll do for the exterior, or the body color. Everything else is going to be black. I think I'll probably, the undercarriage will probably mainly be black, where you just get up under there with a rattle can and spray it all black. But I think this is what we're going to do for the interior. And I don't know, check back tomorrow. I'm going to try this out. I don't know if maybe this is a technique that's used. I just noticed what happened. So I'm going to try that on the seat, and we'll see how it turns out. We'll see how it looks. I think what'll happen is I'll paint the tan, orangey tan, that foam color, spray over it white, we'll put the water on it, spray over it white, and then I'll probably go in and kind of hand touch that up with either washes and stuff like that to make it look even more. And then we've also got to paint, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if all of this is white. I'm thinking I don't know. I need to look and see what color the seat backs are on a white interior. But I've also got to clean up these seams. I've got to do that. That's going to bug the heck out of me. Really see that seam right there and here. I need to clean it there. Anyways, I'll do all that in between episodes. So make sure and check back tomorrow. See if it works. I don't know. I'm going to do it today. I'll do it later today, and we'll find out if it's a if it works or not. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the body color. Let me know what you think about the interior color. I guess it's kind of picked and done, but we can always change it up. Let me know what ideas you have. I've been getting a lot of good ones down in the comments, so I really appreciate that. Let me know what you think down there also. Hit the like button, hit the hype button, hit the subscribe button. We're working on 10,000, so if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd like to hit that 10,000 subscriber mark. It'd be kind of cool. I don't know, be fun for the channel. Anyways, do that. Do all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.